Okay, so we are going to jazz up this other side. So we're going to shorten this picture. We're going to pull this photo up right there. We're going to pull in this caption right there. Then we're going to make this photo box come all the way over here. I better make this normal so I can see what I'm doing. And we're going to shorten this a little bit so my folio is there. So now this is going to be where I'm going to put some information. So I'm going to give it a black outline. I'm going to give it a 2-point black outline. I am going to fill it with nothing at this point. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I want to draw a photograph. So we're going to put a photo box about right there. And it's going to be filled with green. That's good. And now I want to put my name just below it. So I'm going to grab that and go Command 2. That's good. I'm going to write my name here. Before I start typing, I'm going to change this because for some reason it thinks everything has to be 74. And I'm going to select all. I'm going to change this back to regular. I might even go down to 11, maybe 10, so I can get my grade in there. We always want, I'm a senior, I just want to get the grade in there. And now what I want to do is I'm going to do two things here. I'm going to draw a photo box that goes to about here. Again, I'm going to change my font to be maybe 14 point. And I'm going to type, I can't wait for playoffs. Okay, so there's my quote. It's by Helen T. Meyer. It's this person in the picture. I'm going to pull this down a bit. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another box right here about that same width. And I'm going to fill it with paper. And I'm going to work with layers. So I'm going to bring this one to the front. And now it looks like this text box is running into that space. Okay, so it looks like this. So it looks like that kind of gets broken for our quote. So it's kind of a cool effect. Let's get it centered in that space. Okay, kind of a little trick, just using different layers. And now the next thing I want to do is I want to make a big quotation mark. So I'm going to make a big quotation mark, and I am going to do a trick. We're going to go to Type, we're going to create outlines, and now it is art. Okay, it's no, I can't change it. I can stretch it and distort it if I want, but I can't change it. Oops. Command Z, there we go. So I want to put this amidst all these layers, so I want to make it visible. So I'm going to go Object, Effects, Transparency. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this, the fill part of it is going to become so we're not going to see all of it. Okay, we're going to make it softer, kind of like that. Okay, that can close. And then I might sneak this down just underneath there to give that kind of a cool effect. Okay, and now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to actually copy this and paste it over here, but this time I'm going to go Command Shift, grab a corner, and I'm going to make it smaller, and I'm going to set it about right here. I'm going to maybe turn my columns back on again. Okay, good. So now what I want to do is I'm going to make two more photo boxes. I'm going to put one for now about right here. And then another one. I don't know if I love that shape, but it's going to work. And then another one about right here. Notice I just copied and pasted those. And so since I made that one deeper, I better do the same thing again, because then they're identical. Notice the green lines make it really easy for me to align things. And I'm going to make another text box, and I'm going to make it about yo, and I'm going to type in something. I'm going to make this 12 again. I'm going to get rid of that bold. I don't want everything bold. And I'm going to type in a quote. Okay, so that's my quote. And I don't want that plus sign, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of a little bit of this. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to hit return. Actually, this time I'm going to use quotation marks at the beginning and the end. And I'm going to hit return, and I'm going to go option 8 for a bullet. And I'm going to add my name again and my grade. And I have to make this all fit. So I'm going to go Command A. I'm going to go smaller. There we go. That's looking better. And I'm going to go a teeny bit wider. And I'm going to arrange this one little piece, and then I'm just going to copy and paste it. So I want this to be above a tiny bit. I want this to be here. That font almost looks too big. But it's 11. We're going to keep it. I'm going to try a different font. We're going to try Chris, E-N-N-I-S, but we're going to get rid of the bold. I'm going to go light. Okay, that makes it a little easier to fit. So now I want 2 of those, so I'm going to go like this. That over a little bit more. So I'm going to grab all 3 pieces. I don't think I have this one yet. Copy, paste. I'm going to click, hold, and drag this one right down here. And now we've got 2 of those. So that's looking quite nice. And now I'm going to kind of duplicate what I did on the other page. I'm going to put another photo right here. But I'm going to be really careful. I want to see that black outline. So I'm going to put this. Actually, I could stack these. I might zoom in. I'm going to stack that. So I'm thinking that we could pull this up to the front, and then this looks perfect. Did that mess anything up over here? No, I think we'll have to fix something over here when we're done. But we're not going to worry about that now. Okay, so there's my photo. That looks good. And now I want to do my headline, and I want to make this kind of funky. So I'm going to do kind of a 3-layer headline. It's going to be got the big font size going again. Talk. So I'm going to make 4 text boxes. About should have been smaller. I'm going to go a little bit bigger. And a 3rd text box. Talk about motivation. And I'm going to try to layer these so they look interesting. In fact, this one, I want you to play with, we're going to fill it with paper. We're going to outline it black. So that'll give that a little bit different look. We're going to shrink this in. We're going to shrink this in so it doesn't get in the way of anything. Talk about motivation. I think we better shrink the size of this because we're running out of room. So notice this is in 3 different text boxes to make this possible. Okay, so there's kind of our headline, and now we need another quote. I bet I can just steal this one. And I'm going to grab this guy as well. Got it. If I hold the shift, I can get 2 things. Copy, paste, click, hold. I'm going to drag it in. I might have to rearrange things a little bit. So I'm going to grab this and reshape that. Good enough. So let's see what this looks like without all these lines. This is a little too close, so I might pull my picture in a little bit. And then I might pull this guy back over. I want it to overlap just a little bit. This. Okay, then we've got to come back here and get this little piece and pull this way to the front. And now we've got to pull this on top of that. So that's cool. Maybe now this could come over a little bit. It's kind of a matter of playing with it. And the thing that I think would make this look nice yet, if we could pull it off, is we're going to pull this in some more. Yeah, I know, we're moving it again. So we're going to pull this in here, and we are going to do the anchor points again. We're going to add an anchor point. This is going to work for me. Here and here. And then we're going to use our direct selection. I need 3 of them. What am I doing? So I'm going to put a 3rd one here. And now I want to pull this out. Ah, it worked. It's not quite what I wanted though. Let's edit and do a few steps here. I did have 3 of them. So I'm not sure why that is being stubborn. Okay, I want to try it again. Okay, they're all gone. I'm going to try it again. Add anchor points. 1, 2, 3. Direct selection. Ah, worked this time. I don't know what I did wrong. So that's kind of cool. I think we have everything we want. And we have just jazzed up this page. So thank you very much. That's the next step.